G'day folks, and welcome to World of Tanks with the Magnificent Margon. Well, jump back in the fateful old Tiger P. I have no idea what's going on this evening, but I've been playing low tiers just because normally I have pretty good games in lower tiers. Well, doing tier 5s didn't seem to really work too well for me today. Some strange, bizarre and twisted reason, well, the tanks decided, let's not play fair. But then again, that's the way it goes sometimes. So I decided, well, if I'm not going to win there, why not go to the sort of the medium range above tier 5. So I jumped to my tier 7 Tiger P. Now the Tiger P is a very, very good tank to me. Since getting it, I have had some laughs in this tank. I can't believe the armor on this tank. But in saying that, the armor's not as strong as it is portrayed. Now, this is what I cursed about. When that happened, I was raging to myself a little bit, saying, how is that possible? Who spotted me other than VK30P? He better, D, sorry, he better not have been the one that spotted me. But anyway, didn't get D-track, just damaged my track. So I thought, yeah, well, come up here. Now, regularly this is a strong position. In the low part of the town, if I zoom out, generally, if you look at the zones, over there where I'm aiming, it really annoys me about that map. Can I do that? Yes, that gets rid of the map. Get rid of the map for a bit. Over here, you always find this is a great position to be sniping from. Most of the people go hold down in this building here and are able to just reverse ever so slightly past the corner of the edge of this building and snipe across at the guys that are camping exactly where I am. The other key position is I normally sit on this edge of this corner of the building here to snipe up at this corner. Depending on my battles. This one here, I find I get shot with artillery a lot more here, so I don't go here too much. I probably could have gone here on this map, but well, you know what? I'm feeling a bit more braver today, and I can hold this corner of the Tiger P, and I know I can. Generally, on the back end of that map, I don't have a lot of luck. I haven't played in the back part of the town over there for a very, very long time now. I used to go up where the 34s, the PC4, H and the Locust. I used to sit on top of that hill a long time ago and play the old sniper across the back of the town there and shoot around this area. But I haven't done that for a long time. It stopped working for me. Maybe it's because I have a lot more luck here. Now the field, very rarely do I play in the field. The field on Siegfried Line is good in itself. I had to check then, make sure I was talking about the right map. If you're Groot, that's a guy out of whatchamacallit, Guardians of the Galaxy. If you're a good player, generally out there, the light tanks, medium tanks have a good time. I have seen every now and then a heavy tank of some description goes out there, but you're too vulnerable as a heavy tank. It's too exposed, too open, and it's very hard. Unless you have a snoozing sort of team playing, generally you won't have much luck. I've seen so many heavy tanks go out there, and I'm sitting here going, what are you doing? Are you insane? And a lot of time they must be. Now, as you can see, the Tiger P, the IS, are all down here in this bottom section. Now, where they are is not too bad. They can go hold down there. I've sat where that IS is before with my Conqueror. Had a great game. I've shot across the field with impunity from that position of my Conqueror and bounced with that turret. It's a good hold, strong hold out position where he is. But at the same time, it's not quite as it seems at times. Now, I was starting to get worried that I wouldn't find anyone, and all of a sudden the KV2 pops up. Playing one good one to him. Now, I guess the KV1S. I sat here for a while and I ummed and ahed. I took this shot purely because I thought, you know what, I'm not going to play with a KV2. I know how strong their guns are. I need to get out of here. I need to have a new attack vector and approach, because it's going to become too hard to battle. Whoa, holy dooly, that's huge. Too hard to battle that guy. So I thought, you know what, let's see if I can get this Tiger P. Let's use the buildings to my advantage, use the knowledge I have. Now, 200 mils on the front of the whole armour, but it is 100 mils on the gun mantle of the Tiger P, which in essence means, ooh, I'm zoomed out too far. If you're a good player, a lot of the time you will know that the front of a Tiger P is very strong. I do get hit in the cup holder, not very often, but either side of the gun itself is actually only 100 mils thick. Gee, I'm having a terrible night for words. And in saying that, a lot of the time that's where people penetrate me. Now, the lower glacier panel on this tank is also pretty vulnerable at times as well to particularly high penetration guns, as you're about to see. Now, I fired stupidly at the Tiger P up high, which is a big no-no if you know what the Tiger P is. So I come back up, reposition myself, get myself into position, fire one straight through past his track point, into the side of him, and do damage. Now, as you can see, I'm slightly angled here, giving me perfect impunity. Now, I hit the building there. I did a rush shot too, so that was silly of me. But I knew that, knowing the tank and playing around with tank inspector a bit, I knew where he is weak. Look at that, the track's just eating his shot. Very simple, and I am angled very nicely to take this guy on, so I can sit here all day. Now, as you can see, I fire and twist my turret back into the neutral position to hopefully get a bit of a bounce using a round angle on detracking. But that's okay. Detracking him's fine, because where he's detracked, he hasn't got exactly a very clean shot on my tank. I, however, have a nice one. Now, I don't know whether I think his crew repaired in it. I actually thought the track was detracked on the other side, but it wasn't, so that's okay. Now, he pulls off, and a crazy IS comes flying across the field here, giving both me and the other IS the ability to plant two really good, strong shots into him. The thing is, he comes back for more, so I detrack him, and the IS finishes him off. So this guy that I'm actually with, no, sorry, it's not an IS, it's a KV1S. Hats off to him. Not very often I have someone that comes in and supports, and it's good when you've got someone, a strong tank like the KV1S with a very powerful gun. He is using the 122mm KV1S gun, which is very good. It's a pity that we're no longer going to have the IS as the the 1S as sort of the tier 6 tank. It's going to become a tier 5, and it's not going to be as powerful as such as what it is now. It's going to be reworked and redesigned for 9.3, so it's just one of those things. Now, once again, a very disappointing factor on this battle. I didn't realise we were actually capping, and I was just about to move out to shoot the KV2 in the butt and knock out a bit more of his health, but unfortunately, as you can see, I wasn't paying attention to the sirens in the background as our team was capping it out, and it was disappointing. We probably weren't in a very strong position, but I was in a very healthy position. Still had full health, and most of the guys, as you can see around me, have still got full health. We were probably just about to get outflanked by the ARL 44 and the SU 122 44. And that's the other reason why I started to actually move out, going around this corner here to get the KV2. That would allow me to then swing back through these buildings and hopefully counteract the ARL 44 and maybe the SU. The SU would have had to come around the corner. The ARL swivel turret, he would have been able to come around and probably battle me out. These two would have probably fought it out. If anything, I may have even had the opportunity to sort of wiggle out and around and come around and flank these two while the KV1S and the ARL 44 were battling it. T20, yeah, he's holed down behind the bunker there, so it's not too bad. We probably would have pulled that off. And you never know, I might not have got round. I might have got stuck playing around with the Tiger P again. But that's the way it goes. So, once again, I don't know. I had a terrible evening with the light tanks. Don't know why I've been playing. I played really well with them. It just hasn't been my night, and that's the way it goes sometimes. I had a chat to a couple of people that I know online about it and said, it's just not my night tonight. I'm not loving it and it's not working. But what do you do about it? There's nothing much you can do. So guys, nice short sweet one for this evening. Did a couple of little bit of long ones. Hope you enjoyed this little one on the Tiger P. I love this tank. The Tiger P is good. Hold down, particularly, this thing is great, and side scraping. I don't know why, but lately the German tanks, in particular the heavies, have been working really well for me, and I've been really happy with them. The E75, oh, it's amazing. The Tiger P, amazing. Tiger 2 has been great. The Tiger 1, I haven't played it for a while now, but I did have a lot of good times once I got used to it. Really looking forward to actually unlocking the VK45. I'm probably another 20,000-30,000 XP points off actually getting it, so it will be good to be able to jump into that tank. But outside of that, guys, look, enjoy your gaming, happy hunting. I'll catch you on those battlefields.